So you're doing an escalation league.
So the plan, we're thinking about starting it here in a few weeks, probably mid-August.
Mid-August, yeah.
It's kind of a thing to get us all painting our armies that we have. I mean, I have crap a ton of Dark Eldar. He's got, obviously, he hasn't even finished his one army yet. So
Dark Angels?
Grey Knights or Dark Angels.
Grey Knights, I literally have like one squad painted. But I'm going to be repainting that, so...
Oh my goodness, he can't decide on anything.
I know, right?
It'll be a standard Escalation League. Essentially, we'll start out at 250 points. Every couple of weeks, we'll require another boost of 250 points. Hoping to get stuff painted. We have a few rules, though, that we'll probably take into account to kind of prevent power gaming and or just make it a little bit, hopefully, more enjoyable.
Yeah, because we got quite a few new people in the studio that are wanting to jump into some 40K, so we don't want to make that a bad experience for them.
Exactly. So we got a little bit of some guidelines that we're going to use throughout the lower levels, and once we reach around 1,000, 1,250, it'll probably just be random force org with allies and everything. So you want to take on 250? Go over our rules?
Yeah, we're thinking start with 250, and only requirement is a troop, one troop's choice, just to get people that are new to it, just used to the basic squad, how it works in each of the phases of the turn. And then you can spend the remainder of your points, if you have any, on anything else, but
you're limited
to one of each of the force orgs, so one elite, one fast attack, one heavy, up until 750. That prevents people from doing min-maxing, like, oh, I'll do Coatis and 2 stupid troops and then 3 Dread Knights at 750 points. You know, that's not fun to do. Or
well,
Wraith
it is for that guy.
Yeah, so I mean that prevents spam cheese stuff. At 500 points, mandatory to add your HQ, and then at 750, you have to add your other troop, and that's at 750s when you go up to a max of 2. You can have 2 of each of Force Org. Of course, you can always have up to 6 troops. There's no restriction on that. Oh, and at 750s when we're allowing you to reformat your list. So if you're not really liking how you're building it, or for some of the new people that don't even really know what they're doing with the beginning of their list, it gives them a chance to be like, all right, I actually want to go this direction with my list. So kind of reformat it.
So that's one thing we're trying to do is we want you not only to be painting your army, we want your army to essentially grow. We want it to be kind of organic. So you take a 250 and then now you add on to that 250 list. You know what I mean? And then if you want to reformat at 750, you're like, oh, this really didn't work, or I want to try a new tactic, then it kind of allows you to do that. And then at 750 and 1,000 points, you have to maintain that 750 in the 1,000 point list. So you just literally add 250 to that 750 list. And hopefully these rules, we don't want to be super restrictive and make it to where like, oh, I can't play the way I want to play, because that would suck. It's just, obviously if someone's brand new into the game and they're getting like a battle box starter kit, you know what I mean, it doesn't have the greatest options right away. We're trying to limit, the one's ability who may have all of the money and or time in the world to make it more enjoyable for everyone. So, I mean, if you guys have any suggestions as well, we'd love to hear them. But so that takes us to about 1,000 points, and then at 1,000 points, you're able to start building flyers. And then at 1,250, it's standard force org, everything. You allies, flyers, three slots for everything. Anything that you need, anything you want to bring, like that's essentially when you can start doing everything that you want to.
With only the exception of we're waiting till 1850 to do any Lords of War or formations, because it's just, we feel it's just not balanced at such low levels to have those in there. So
we'd also like to see them like you actually grow an army. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know people, instead of creating a list, we want you to grow an army. That's kind of how we're looking at it. Instead of you being, I'm gonna have this many points of an army, and then I'm gonna play Imperial Knights for the rest of it, or something like that. We'd like you to be like, I have this army, and now if I want to, I can supplement it with this, with that. You know what I mean? And essentially, then you can play more flavorful. And once again, we hope that these aren't too restrictive. It's just kind of how we'd like to govern, kind of keep the feel nice and friendly, gamer friendly, essentially.
Yeah, real loose.
Even though at the end of the day, it is a war game, and the reason a lot of people play is to bring crazy stuff,
Pound people's
kill
faces in.
Right.
But yeah.
Should be fun. And then we're hoping to do battle reports.
Yes, part of the league, because last time we tried a league, buy-in money was kind of a turnoff. So now we're doing a little different way. We're just going to be, everyone's required to do some battle reports. And
one throughout the league or whatever.
yeah, and the profit of doing those battle reports will go into the pool for the end game winners, which will have 3 rewards. Person who has the most league wins, person who has voted the best or coolest looking army, or themed army, or whatever.
Painted or
yeah.
whatever. Like
And
literally
then
the best
just your favorite opponent to play against. Kind of generic
sportsmanship.
tournament stuff. Yeah. I think that's pretty much everything. Nothing too special at this point. Yeah, so be looking for those battle reports pretty much.
Yeah, hopefully we get them. We'll start here in August.
Yeah, mid-August.
Get it going. So, thanks for tuning in.
They had other